But my journey is, somewhat similar, not in terms of, what was happening in the news, but in terms of me visiting bookstores and being unable to find books that had African American boys on a book cover or in a story of a book. And I just kept looking around and I'm like, what is happening? What is going on? Where are these books? And for me, how it all materialized is I would write stories, I would sing songs because most of my books have, musical CDs in them. And I did
She's dating herself.
I know I am because it was CD time. I told you, we're taking this from two different vantage points.
iTunes.
Don't hate on me. Don't hate on me. Now we can do the QR code for the CDs. Okay, how about that? So, but with that in mind, I was doing a birthday party and I was singing these songs and doing these stories. And my friends who came, they were like, okay, I mean, this is a great party. Like, where'd you get these stories from? Like moms do. Oh, it's just some stuff I made up, just some stories that I made up. And they were like, but we think you need to do something with these stories. And so they really encouraged me to do something with them. And so I attended the book expo a couple of times because I was at that point trying to do the traditional publishing route, unsuccessful. And so by the third time that I did the pitching, of these stories and music to them, it was something that said, Helen, you can do this on your own. Mm. And I told them that. Mm. I said, well, thank you. I'm going to do this on my own. And they said, well, how are you going to do that? I said, I don't know, but I will figure it out. And that's what I did. Relocated from New Jersey, moved to Charlotte, trying to figure it out. I ended up joining 2 writing groups, literally changing my profession from, a pharmaceutical sales rep into learning and trying to understand being an author and a publisher. But the good news is that I did it. And I tell people that it was a selfish thing for me at first because I was literally doing this for my own sons. And then how do things work? God will say, this is not just for your kids, it's for other kids. But it just wasn't for other kids who look like my kids. It was also for all kids. And so my books were literally like multicultural children's books. And that being said, it was my mom and my sister that said, we're tired of picking books off of the shelves of our classrooms that just have one race inside of them. We need books that have multicultural races to them. Can you do that? And so these are, teachers, in their professions sharing that and revealing that. And so that's how the multicultural part became of it. And the singing part is just that I just love to sing. And it was also a way for families to have an experience with a book in a different way. So you could read the book, but then you could also sing the songs to the stories as an experience, because I feel that reading is an experience and you have to hook kids to do it. Once you hook them, you can get them.